I just want you all to know I'm sorry. I'm sorry for giving him those chances. I'm sorry. I see things now. I see them clearly. And I think I saw them way too late.
People are saying, hey, Maga is not going to join the blackout September the 16th through the 20th. They're not going to join the blackout September the 17th on Constitution Day. Okay, cool, no problem. Maga can pick up the labor for those days that we're not working and we're not spending. How about they up the ante and spend more to balance the economy out? How about they use their resources? How about they use their finances? How about they use everything that they have access to balance it out? Because I promise you, Maga is not going to fare over $500 billion the days that we're out.
Now, I have friends who are not good believers of karma. And many times I have told them that, karma is real, okay? And me personally, I used to believe in karma because I've been reading books and I've been reading some articles where I've seen things that come around, like things that go around, always coming around every other time. So I didn't have that evidence. And I didn't have that maybe the action or something I've been able to see to prove that karma is real. But now, from the stories that I'm now seeing and from the news that we are seeing, from everything that is going around and everything that is happening around, especially to the white farmers, really gives me confidence and courage now to even speak more louder and to tell people more about karma, because right now, at least there is something I can speak, okay, and I can say, or there is an evidence I can be able to put on the table about karma when I'm trying to explain to my friends and other people about karma and telling them that karma is real. These people, these white farmers and white individuals in particular, they've lived a life many a times of a life of maybe hating other people, or a life of seeing other people or underestimating the black Americans and the black people at large. Okay, so black people have lived with that fear in them because of the white community, which has always underestimated them, which has always made their life difficult. And that is where now I come to a point, or I get to a point when I say, what goes around always comes around. You'll never ever do anything to somebody, and this thing that you're doing to someone never attacks you later. If you live right, they say, you're going to receive and you're going to have a good life. But if you live wrong, the life you're going to have or your future is going to be wrong. So we are encouraged to always live better and do things to people that when the same things happen to us, we will not be able to complain or will not be able to feel bad. Take a look at this video of the white farmers who are complaining, and then I'll come back and say something about it. Take a look.
It's hopeless trying to debate and persuade and reason with not only MAGA nuts. I'm going to include conservatives, Christian nationalists, of course, Republicans. I'm putting them all in one big homogenous blob. Rod, you are generalizing. Absolutely, yes, I am. These people have proven time and time again that they are beyond hope. They have reached a new level of delusion and insanity. And they have proven time and time again that even if they are harmed by their own ideologies, they will follow their orange Lord and Savior through the very gates of Hades, and many will, before it's all said and done. This nation has always been evil, bottom line. And foundational Black Americans, we know the truth. Everybody else can get caught up in the propaganda, like the holiday that was just celebrated the other day. But we know better, don't we? And the evil has never gone away. The soulless have now truly been unleashed to indulge in their depravity. What do you think, folks, are going on in these detention centers? What do you think? all kinds of abuses. And that concentration camp that they are calling Alligator Alcatraz, let me tell you something. Alligator, used in that context, is a loaded term. Because during chattel slavery, black babies and children were used as alligator bait. Yes, they were. But see, many of you all don't know that because being willfully ignorant and uneducated and miseducated is a badge of honor for millions in this country. That's why we are in the mess that we're in now that was completely avoidable. That is what is so tragic about this entire situation that this nation is in. All of this was avoidable. So again, I say it's hopeless. Myself and other black creators, we don't tolerate MAGA nuts, MAGA morons, conservative folk who try to crawl into the comment sections of our videos. Many of us with extreme prejudice delete their comments and block them whenever we encounter them. Because nope, I'm not wasting my precious time on this earth. And I suggest you don't either. Our time is better spent on other priorities because again, these people, write them off. It's hopeless.
Everybody always want to be a part of something. Yes, I am black. It's called Black Maga, standing up for the culture. We set trends and move mountains to build this country. Well, let me tell you something, Black Maga. White Maga don't want your ass here. White MAGA don't want your ass here. MAGA means make America great again. When the fuck was America so great for you? When, Black MAGA? When was America great for you? Do you know how foolish you sound? Black MAGA can't do shit because it's only like 4% of you. 4% of you. Only. The rest of us is black people that use their own brain, that see shit, that know racism when we fucking see it, that know our culture is trying to be taken away when we see it, who know our history is being removed slowly as we see it. But you want to move mountains for the white supremacy, for the people that want you dead. Porch monkey. I knew it was a name for that. Porch monkey. Always had the white man back doing slavery. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I knew it was a name for that. MAGA mean make America great again. And your black ass is out here saying Black MAGA trying to move mountain. What is it? Like 10 of y'all motherfuckers? 10? You know how many motherfuckers it took to move mountains to get us our rights? Our freedoms? It took all of us plus those great white folks who didn't like or didn't agree with the way we was being treated in the world, who looked at us as actual human beings and not as property or animals. Yes, it was a few white folks who did that. But you're trying to move mountains for massa. What can I say to that? Yo black ass. Oh my God. And you know what? I'm not going to say all I really want to say because I don't want no more black on black crime. But I just want you to really wake the fuck up. You're programmed. Get deprogrammed, please. You don't have to be a part of a movement to be somebody. You can just be somebody.
I saw this comment that said, I'd rather be poor in an all-white country than rich in a multicultural one. As a black person, and saying to me, that in this country you can have a 400 or 500 year head start and still be poor, whereas very small percentages of black and brown people are successful. And it got me thinking of the very ethos of what Trump is running on and what MAGA feel.
You know, what nobody wants to talk about is you lose the racial demographics in your country. Is it wrong for a person in our country to want a country that's majority white? Is that a wrong thing? And if you replace the native populace with people from other countries, that is going to change that culture. So it's...
America is a country that was founded by migrants.
Was it though? I mean, who are the founders? They were white Americans that came over here and then...
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
He's running on the misalignment of what it means to be white in America and the fact that they never were able to attain wealth in what is considered their country, and pinning minority presence and success against poor white people. And it's sad because if I was poor and white, I wouldn't blame other people for my predicament being in a country that was made for us. But it seems to be working. And that's why we have a rise in white nationalism, because for too long now, these people feel as if they've been pushed to the side, irrespective if it's other white rich people pushing them aside and making their conditions their conditions. It's easier to blame us because we're closer in proximity. It's also, as a black person, insane to me that in this country you can have a 400 or 500 year head start and still be poor, whereas very small percentages of black and brown people are successful. There are more educated black people than there've ever been. Black women are holding higher secondary degrees than anyone else. Asian Americans are some of the most educated people in the world, and the list goes on. But for you to be centuries old poor in a country that you were told was for white people, and to have minorities be the ones that you see on TV, or you see in movies, or you see driving cars, or they're athletes, and it really makes your blood boil that you are not able to attain these things. So this is the premise that you run on, and to maintain that premise, you lock up migrants, you do a campaign against immigrants, you call them rapists, you call them evil, you call them dirty, you round them up, and in those actions you make us poor white people feel vindicated. Yes, we're getting these people out of our country, because that's the only semblance of power they have, right? Is racism. It's not actual wealth, it's not actual jobs, it's not the power to control anything, because we live in an autocratic society in which oligarchs run all of those things, so they're not a part of that, but they can be a part of racism. And that is the history of America and how it has always been, and how they've always been able to keep a small minority of white people in power and empowering the bulk of the poor majority white into thinking that this is a linear access to power and it's all due to whiteness. America.
There is this AI video of a black woman in military gear, surrounded by other military personnel, cheering about the strike on Iran, cheering about how now this is going to bring peace. And it's got almost 100,000 likes, probably more than that since I've seen it last. So it's going viral on the Maga side of TikTok. What's killing me is that video is AI, and they purposely used a black woman. They love putting our faces on top of big movements, on top of big messages, right? If a black woman in the military is cheering about this, then it must be okay. It must be good for the entire country. No. That is AI. AI has gotten much better, but it ain't that good. And I'm surprised at how foolish... Actually, no. I take that back. I'm not surprised at how foolish MAGA is. It's MAGA. You guys fall for Photoshop and AI all of the time. Your administration posts AI videos, pictures, and Photoshop things all of the time, and you guys eat it up. Never gets tired. But can y'all leave us out of it? Do not use our image for that at all. We are not interested in inciting violence in a war that we have nothing to do with, a war overseas. There isn't a single military person or American that wants to bomb anybody for someone else's war. That doesn't exist. Okay? You can only create it in AI, but that needs to be illegal, really.
I hear what you guys are saying about the whole... don't shame MAGA back to the far right. Like, all of these people are waking up and we need to welcome them with open arms, because we don't want the left to ostracize them so that they feel like all they have is the right. And then we just repeat the cycles and we push them further and further away. I hear what you're saying. And it does make sense logically. Like, oh, we should resist the urge to say, I told you so. Oh, we shouldn't shame them for not knowing any better. We need to all come together now because it's not right versus left. It's up versus down and all that kumbaya bullshit. Okay. I get it. I am not one of those people. Because two things can be true at the same time. We can applaud the return of the prodigal son while also holding that ass to the fire. After the Civil War ended, Northern white people and the government in general didn't stand on business hard enough. And that's why we have MAGA today. Let's be clear about that. All of those fucking Confederates that should have been executed the day they decided to become traitors against the United States of America, the day they decided to lay down their lives and give their last breath in defense of slavery, they all should have been, I don't know if you can see my hand. Let me do it again. You know what I'm saying? They all should have got a musket to the face. And because they didn't, because we took it easy on them, because we chose to prioritize their humanity while they ravaged other people's humanity, that Confederate mindset, that delusional, completely detached from reality, hateful, violent, traitorous, animalistic mindset has been allowed to seep through the annals of American history like the virus that it is. And now what we have today is a large portion of the population that is still fully accepting of sicknesses, sicknesses to humanity, cancerous beliefs that eat away at not only their humanity, not only do these people's beliefs corrode their own soul, they corrupt the soul of others and the collective soul of humanity. Because let's be clear about what the fuck these people have done over centuries. They have weaponized that holy book that they call a Bible and beat people over the heads with it until their brains were bashed in. Like, to be clear, racism is the reason why we don't have universal health care. Hatred against women is the reason why we don't have affordable daycare or federally mandated paid maternity, paternity, and leave or parental leave. To be clear, these people's hateful, divisive, corrosive, cancerous values and belief systems are the reasons why America is severely lacking in all of the tools and resources that make those fucking Europeans, those smelly as no AC having Europeans, have a better quality of life than we do. I don't know why Europeans just caught strays. I'm just mad. And it's okay to be mad, is what I'm trying to say. I fully understand.
White people, tap in. Since we talking about black fatigue, I got a question for you all. Why is it that when black people have a grievance with the government, the United States of America, here you guys come in talking about what black people this, black people that, black people this. Black people don't have a grievance with you. We're all Americans. The grievance is with the United States government. Whether it's for slavery, Jim Crow, war on poverty, war on drugs, crime bill, whatever, it's with the United States government. It's not with the normal Joe Blow, Sally Sue, white person walking around every day. Our grievance is not with y'all. So can one of you guys explain to me, why is it that when black people want to have a conversation about anything that's happened to them or to the black community, here you guys come playing interference? I really want to know that, because I don't see, when white people have a grievance, black people coming in playing interference for whatever agenda it is that you guys are pushing. We don't go, oh, white people, but every time, whether it's for reparations, Jim Crow, crime bill, war on poverty, war on drugs, whatever the case may be, when black people say to the United States government that there is some type of systemic issue happening, why do you guys jump in the middle and start downgrading black people for trying to talk to the government when we're all Americans and are afforded the same constitutional rights? I really want to know, because I think all black people really want to know the answer to this question, because we do not have a grievance with white people. But you keep coming at us when we're trying to talk to the government.
Right. A life of a human being is made to an extent or to a point that you will never do anything bad to anybody and get away with it and nothing happens to you. That is why if a human being, or if you kill somebody right now, the blood of that person will follow you, and a time is coming when you killed by sword, you will also be killed by sword, or you killed by gun, you will also be killed by gun. You can never kill somebody or destroy someone's life and then at the end of the day you live that way for the rest of your life. Now, what is happening to the white community right now? According to me, if somebody would come and sit me down and ask me questions, I would say it is just the beginning of bigger things that are coming, because I believe that every bad life or every difficult thing that the black people have been going through under the hands of the white men and under the hands of the white community, they are going to receive the same thing, I think, or maybe I could say even twice, because that is how life is, and that is how universe has been created. Now, what white people are receiving or what white people are going through right now, it is because of the bad things they've been doing and the bad treatment they've been issuing to the black people and the black community. Sometimes even the black community used to tell them to do this. They couldn't do it because they saw and they felt like the black community has nothing to say to us. These are people who are just black, yeah. And black people do not have an open mind. They can't tell us anything. Right now, these people are suffering because of the same thing, the same problem they created themselves. Donald Trump is not a black president that you would say it's a black president who is making them suffer or who is mistreating them. Donald Trump is a white president. A white president is a president of their own community. If you'd like, we would even call him their brother. Yeah, and right now, the problem that they are facing is not coming direct from the black people. In fact, the black people someday, they try to speak and to talk to them and ask the white community not to make the decision they were about to make. But they made a decision. They say, the decisions you make today or the things you do today determines your future and writes your future at the wall. Right now, the future of the white people can be determined, and the results, like the results of the things they did or the decision they made sometime earlier, can be seen right now, and they are really suffering. They are crying. They are asking the black community to please help them. The black community should at least try and save them from the problem that they are going through, from the predicament they are in right now. And the black community right now says that they are not ready ready to do that. Okay, of course it's not bad, because right now you can't tell me black community has been suffering under the hands of the white men or the white community for all these years, and then today something small like this happens, and then black community just wakes up and says, we are going to fight for you, we're going to stand up on your defense and all that. But when black people are going through some tough time, carrying placards all over, crying for justice and asking people to support them, asking the government to at least look at them, because they are also human beings, they need to live better, they were on their own. And even the white community could not stand on their defense. White community was just quiet, they were sitting somewhere enjoying life and doing all those sorts of things, but black community was suffering somewhere out there, carrying placards in the streets, demonstrating, complaining, crying and all that, you see. And the white community never did anything. They were quiet. They were somewhere enjoying life. Right now, the white community is suffering and the white community is crying, and they're expecting the black community to come and stand maybe on their behalf, on their protection and all that. Do you really think that's going to happen? Do you really think it's okay? Do you really think it's really safe and it's better for black people to do the same thing or to come and help them? I don't think if it's, I can just say it is good or it's okay, because first of all, these people have already gone through tough time under their hands, and therefore it is high time that they should also feel the same thing. Karma is real. You do good to me and good will follow you. You do bad to me and bad will follow you. It is just how the universe has been created. So everything that the black community has been going through, I think if it was coming from any white man, he should be able to sit down and expect the worst. They need to have taught their children even to respect the black community. So the generation that is coming, if it was never taught to respect the black community, or you are part of the people who disrespect the black community, the same thing will happen to you. If you ever mistreated a single one, that mistreat is coming your way, because karma is very real, and karma is something that is just in the universe. It is the way of the universe. If you live loving other people, love comes your way. If you live protecting other people, protection comes your way. If you live helping other people, help comes your way. Now, they are crying for the black people, that they need black people to come on their safety, on their behalf, to protect them, to save them from what they've been going through. But me, I'm on the side of let people reap what they planted. Let them harvest what they planted, because you don't expect to plant maize and harvest beans. If you planted beans, you're supposed to harvest beans. If you planted maize, you're supposed to harvest maize. So they are harvesting what they've been planting for all this time. I think it's going to be a lesson that is going to be learned in the hard way. And this lesson, I think it's going to teach them to be careful next time, or even their generation that is existing is going to be careful next time, not just to do things anyhow, or not just to do things the way they want, because they will now understand that if we do things anyhow, or if we do things however we want, it's going to hit us hard and it's going to destroy our lives. And therefore, the black community, the white community right now has an experience. Though the experience has come to their way, they're learning it the hard way, but it's the best way of learning. And I think they should next time be better, and they should next time think before doing anything. Because if they do anything carelessly again, it's going to hurt them and it's going to destroy them badly. Tell me what you think on the comment section. Black Empire, welcome again.